I think the perspective that we come to, particularly from the South perspective, is that we don't see the Ukraine conflict as the first and only time that international law and the United Nations Security Council resolutions have been violated. We find it ironic that the UN applies in Ukraine, but not in Iraq. We find it sad that the United Nations Security Council resolutions that mean so much to all of Europe and all of the West right now mean nothing more than the paper that they're written on when it comes to the case of Kashmir. So I think that from that aspect, our perspectives are different. As a country that just sort of, we were part of the last forever war, our hope, our prayer is that this does not turn into the next forever war. So perhaps more so than those who were directly involved in this conflict, we hope that it is resolved sooner rather than later. We'd like to see a proactive approach from both sides to also pursue diplomacy in the pursuit of peace, while absolutely having to respond to the military elements of this conflict. I believe that diplomacy is the key thing that is missing. And what I would say to my Ukrainian friends would be that, you know, NATO was in my neighborhood too. And we thought that they would be there till the last terrorist, and until that war was concluded, and ultimately that conflict was resolved around a negotiating table. I feel we wasted much time because back in 2002, the Afghan Taliban were willing to surrender and negotiate, but we did not take that opportunity seriously and ended up having to do the same thing in 2022. I hope that eventually the space is created for some sort of dialogue and diplomatic engagement in order to resolve the conflict.